Alright, so on this video I'm going to be talking about page 40, well, right around page 40, whatever, this is lesson 4, okay? And we're going to be using ratio tables. This is a ratio table, okay? These are all equivalent ratios, alright? Which means, you can read it right here, but which means that really it's the exact same ratio written 3 different ways. So for example, this is just times 2, which means this is going to be times 2. Or if this is right here, times 3, that means this is going to be times 3, okay? But now the most important thing, in my opinion, on this lesson is understanding what I just mentioned here, which is that these ratios are actually the exact same ratio written 3 different ways, okay? This concept of scaling is extremely important, okay? And it's very valuable, which pretty much means you can take a ratio and then make it bigger, like make bigger ratios with it, okay? For example, if you understand how to scale things, then if you know that you can cut 8 lawns in 14 hours, that means you could also cut 28 lawns in 49 hours, okay? This is... You see how they divide by 2, like, you see right here where they divide by 2, and then they divide by 2, and they multiply by 7, they multiply by 7. Because these are the same on the top and the bottom, that's a type of scaling, okay? And that helps you to really take a ratio and project a lot of information, and get a lot of information out of it. So, let me just do some basic examples for your test on Wednesday so you guys can understand. So it says right here, Khalid receives an allowance of 7 AED every week. How much does he receive after 4 weeks? Well, that's scaling. So look, if he receives 7 in 1 week, well look, times 4. So 1 times 4 is 4 weeks, 7 times 4 is 28 AED. So he's going to receive 28 AED. Or this one right here, it says, Salman runs 8 kilometers in 60 minutes. At this rate, how long would it take him to run 2 kilometers? Okay, well, if he runs 8 kilometers in 60 minutes, then 2 kilometers, how fast is he running to get, how long would it take him to get to 2 kilometers at that same rate? So 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So 60 divided by 4 also is going to equal 15. So he's actually running 2 kilometers in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay, let's do another one. It says, Suad buys 12 packs of juice boxes that are on sale and pays a total of 48 AED. Okay, so this one's blank, so we actually have to set this one up on our own. So, right here, we got number of juice boxes. What does it say? 12. How much does it cost? 48 AED. The question is, use a ratio table to determine how much he would pay to buy 8 more packs of juice boxes at the same store. Okay, so how much does it cost to buy? Question is, how much does it cost to buy 8 packs of juice boxes? How much does it cost? So we're actually looking for this. Now, how do you get from 12 to 8? It's not that easy. You can't just divide 12 into 8. I mean, you can, but at another level and on another day, guys. Like, it's not that easy, okay? So, this is what I'd recommend doing. Divide into, I'll say the least common multiple of 48 and, well, not the least common multiple. Let me think about this. Well, how would I explain this? I would just divide into a number that I know goes into 8. So, for example, that'd be 4. So how does 12 get to 4? I would divide by 3. So 4. And then I know 4 times 2 is 8. Okay? So I got to do the same thing. If I did that on the top, then I got to do the same thing down here. So let's divide by 4. 48 divided by 4 is going to be 12. And 12 divided by, times 2, so we did, oh man, I just messed up. Look, sorry. This is supposed to be a 3. Because I divided by 3 here, I have to divide by 3 here. I can't just divide by something else, okay? Okay, so 48 divided by 3 is going to be 16, okay? And if I multiply by 2, I have to multiply by 2 here. So 16 times 2 is 32. I know that got messy, but if you go back and listen to the words of what I'm saying, you'll be able to understand what these things actually say, okay? So I divided by 3 here, I have to divide by 3 here, so that's going to be 16. I multiply by 2 here, I have to multiply by 2 here, and that's going to get me 32. So it's going to cost 32 more AED. Alright, I'll do one more. So it says, let's just do this one, that's fine. To make, let me zoom in some. Okay. So, to make 5 apple pies, you need about 2 pounds of apples. How many pounds of apples do you need to make 20 apple pies? Okay, so, to make 5 apple pies, you need 2 pounds of apples. That's what you see here. 5 apple pies, 2 pounds of apples. So if you want to make 20 pies, how much would it take? Okay, well, to make 5 go into 20, that's times 4. So to make 2 go into however many apples you need to multiply it by 4. So that's going to be 8. So you need 8 pounds. 8 pounds of apples. You need 8 pounds of apples to make 20 pies.